Welcome back, friends, for more Santa Lucia. Never thought I would say that in a while, but here we are, a few months later. A few more updates have happened, so I'm excited to play more. To my knowledge, I think they are up to the first half of day 8. So we got about a day and a half of content. Of course, that will obviously change as we continue because they update monthly, so I'm excited to see where this goes. Last episode, from a while ago, um, basically, uh, sorry, I'm like zoned out. So yeah, Carlos gave you what his attempted drawing. Obviously, wasn't very great, but it is what it is. Uh, yeah, and if you have Karina who's dating Ahmed now, and we have a little bit of jealousy going on. A lot really has happened for the past, and honestly, I'm excited to see where this goes because with the jealousy, with this weird stuff that Zack's doing, um, it's very interesting, as well as his and to see where Ben goes with how his mental state is declining little by little. It seems like with all these visions, all the voices coming from the hall that we should not name. So yeah, let's continue. Also, I do apologize if we're repeating this. I actually had to reinstall the game and get to this point again. So I do apologize if we're gonna be repeating some text again. So it is headache medicine. Oh, look, I'm confused. Just in case you have one. Why would you think that? I remember you saying you have chronic headaches. At orientation. He stammers for a bit and seems to be holding back a blush. I do not want to see you suffering. I stare down at it for a moment, floored by what the tiger is saying. You remembered that? He closes his hand and reaches into his backpack again. Wait, hold on. If you don't want it, I will save it for later. It's okay, I appreciate the gesture. I take a deep breath when he pops open the medicine bottle and drops the pill inside. I'm fine right now, but thanks. It was nothing. He stands there folding his arms and looking up the hallway. The hall. Yeesh. I didn't expect to gain an overprotective older brother here. So, how did the homework sketches go? Okay, so yeah, we already did this part. I do apologize. I'm gonna fast forward through this right here. Yeah, because as you can see, like, his sketches weren't the best. They're terrible. Nevertheless, you don't have to laugh. Yeah. Yeah, sadly, our boy Carlos doesn't fully know, isn't really the best when it comes to art. But I guess you could argue that art is very subjective at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, art is anything that really causes a response in somebody. That's why when people see people who paint one line on a canvas or something, and they see it in museums and stuff. I mean, it is art. The point is to bring out a response out of somebody. Bring out an emotion in somebody. So that's just my opinion on art. I mean, I know in this case, you can probably tell that Carlos was just, scribbling a bit, but, Here we go. Let's start here. I frantically rush to finish the drawing I'm working on before the time runs out. My eyes dance between the easel I'm not educated by. And the clock on the wall. Just a little more here. Time's up. Put your pencils down. Shit. I begrudgingly comply with a shoulder slump. I was really on a roll there. You may return to your desks. The class does as she says. Looking around, I see a wide variety of expressions. Some students look pretty pleased with themselves, while others look like they'd rather be anywhere but here. Carlos takes his seat at the desk next to me and frowns. I did not enjoy that. It wasn't that bad, was it? I hate being timed. Same here, Carlos. That I can understand. Though the professor gave a really good explanation as to why it's beneficial for art. Something about not overthinking the artistic process. As soon as I hand you your sketchbooks, you're free to go. The small rabbit woman makes her way around the room, returning the book she was grading during our session. Without either one making eye contact, the professor leaves Carlos's sketchbook right in front of him, with a little tap on the cover before moving to me. When she hands me mine, Carlos opens his and examines it. Moments after, he quickly closes it and stuffs it in his backpack. What's wrong? He doesn't say a word. I watch in stunned silence. I watch in stunned silence as the tiger slings his backpack over his shoulders and leaves the classroom. That bad, huh? I decided to check my own grade. B+. Not as bad as it could have been, but still kind of harsh. She left some notes on how to improve at the bottom of the page. I'll have to try some of those tips for next assignment. I can't help but glance over at the doorway. I wonder what she wrote on his to trigger that kind of response. Art teachers are harsh. I've learned that from experience. I exit the building, carefully sticking to the shadows and behind other people. I think I'd rather avoid having to hang out with Karina and her boyfriend. Ugh. Felt my skin crawl at the idea again. Well, looks like I lucked out. No squirrel or gecko in sight. I started making my way back to the dorms, following the crowd as it pours out onto the main path. That's when I see them sitting on a nearby bench. Karina sits angled towards Ahmed, while he rests a hand on her lap. Damn, they're probably keeping an eye out for me, huh? I want to get back to the room, but I don't want to deal with this. Well, I'm only given one option, so... I quickly assimilate back into the crowd, this time following the group heading towards Arcadia Field. Good thing the crowd is big. They'll have zero chance of noticing me. I think I'd rather go the long way. Ugh, this is so dumb. Why am I so weirded out by this? She's her own person. She can make decisions on who she loves. Right? Besides, it's not like he's the first guy she's been with. She even said so herself on Sunday. I had a long string of boyfriends in high school. I stuffed my hands deep in my pockets, allowing the crowd to take me wherever they're heading. Thinking back to the way she was acting that day, I came out to her. Those weird looks I noticed she was giving me. Oh shit. She was flirting with me, wasn't she? My skin suddenly feels cold and clammy. Ugh. How embarrassing. It didn't register at all at the time, but now, damn it. I think apologize. I think she might have been counting on us getting together. Ugh, that's so weird. She was always my best friend. I never saw her in that way. The giggling, the food sharing. Ugh, why is this so awkward? I shake my head. What am I doing? I'm gay, so why am I feeling so jealous? I don't even think the gecko's that attractive. Why does it bother me that she picked a guy she only met a couple days ago? I know I wouldn't. It suddenly dawns on me the reality of what I'm feeling. I blink a few times before turning towards the UC. I could use a snack right now. I'm not jealous of Ahmed. I'm jealous of her. The spoon clangs against the inside of the bowl as I put it down after enjoying the last bit of ice cream. I follow it up with a long swing of soda from my cup. Bah! Sugar on sugar. Nice combo, Ben. Very attractive. I slump over on the table, resting my chin on my hands. I don't know what's come over me all of a sudden. Why am I taking this so poorly? I sit up again and pull out my phone. Glancing down, I hover briefly over my social media app before tapping it. Once opened, I navigate to my friends list and stare intently at his name. God, I need to stop doing this. I already know it's over between us, but with the way I'm feeling right now, was breaking up a mistake? I need to take a deep breath and exit out of this app. Guess I'm not as over as I thought it was. Still on the phone, I instead navigate over to the other app I have. Without a second thought, I tap it. I set up an account here just in case I... What is it I'm looking for exactly? As I thumb through the various profiles being suggested to me, I can't help but shake my head. Nothing but a sense of complete apathy. If I want something casual, this definitely isn't the time or headspace to be searching. I quickly lock the phone and shove it into my pocket. Not wanting to mope over here much longer, I gather up my dishes and leave the cafeteria. I'm gonna have to walk off all these empty calories. I leave out the front door of the UC straight into Raymond Field. Out on the grass, numerous students have laid out blankets to relax and enjoy the cool afternoon breeze. If I were the socializing kind, I'd consider walking out there and meeting people, but I feel a vibration in my pocket. Yep, text from Karina. Did we miss you? I type out a quick response. Probably. I'm already in my dorm room. A little lie to get her off my back won't hurt, right? I shove the phone back in my pocket and continue down the path that cuts across the field. I feel the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end as I pass the hall that should not be named. Yeesh. Out of all the places I've been this week, this one had the most impact on me. To think I was excited the first time I saw it. Now it just gives me the creeps. Not wanting to spend any more time near it than I have to, I break into a brief sprint. I continue my aimless wandering, passing by the two liberal arts buildings on either side of me. Am I a jerk for not wanting to talk to Karina right now? I'm pretty sure I felt my phone buzz again a few minutes ago. I don't know. It's just... know I'm overreacting. She shouldn't have dropped that bombshell at me out of nowhere, though. Shouldn't she be mindful of my feelings, too? I walk up to the edge of the overlook and gaze out at the ocean. With many students likely being finished with classes by now, the beach is packed. Numerous sunbathers, a few playing volleyball, an occasional swimmer. There's even a panther out there catching waves on a surfboard. Whenever I think about beaches, this is the image that comes to mind, more or less. It's so stereotypically Hollywood. Maybe there's a little bit of reality that finds its way to the silver screen after all. I find myself crossing the Bavarian Bridge at around 5 p.m. The sound of the river rushing below me echoes in my ears. For how early it still is. There's surprisingly few people walking the gardens. Even now, there's nobody crossing the bridge. How long have I been out here? Feels like it's getting close to 2 hours. I really don't want to head back to the room, though. I lean against the railing and look down at the water as it flows by. The soothing sound seems to put me at ease. Man, what was I getting so worked up about again? Was I really that jealous of Karina getting a boyfriend? Psh. Maybe I'm just realizing what a pathetic loser I am. Yeah, that's probably it. What a worthless piece of shit. How could anyone stand to be around me? Forget wanting to date my sorry ass. Honestly, I should just throw myself off the edge. Get this over with. Who could ever love someone like me? Yes. I will. I'm coming. I climb onto the railing and fold my arms out to the sides. It'll be all over soon. I just need to... What the fuck am I doing? I catch my balance right before I tumble into the rushing water. Before another close call can happen, I climb down from the railing and back away slowly. Did I just... I hold a hand up to my chest. Where did this coughing fit come from? Or this churning in my stomach? Damn. Maybe it really is time for me to get back to the room. I sincerely hope nobody saw that. The door closes audibly behind me. I've learned my lesson. If I'm coming back, I need to make a fairly dramatic entrance. I'm back, Zack. Ben! He quickly closes the notebook he's writing in and stuffs it in his drawer. Was that the same notebook I looked at earlier? While the drawer is closing, I notice he minimizes the window he had opened up on his laptop. I figured you were going to be out all night again. No, not this time. I enter the room and toss my backpack next to my desk. You don't have to stop what you were doing just because I showed up. It's fine. Just some chemistry homework. I was getting a little bored of it anyways. I tweak my head to the side, but decide not to press him further. If he wants to go all junior detective on this shit, then I'll let him have his space. I wonder if he has an internet group he's working on with this or something. Wouldn't be the first time the internet worked together to catch a criminal, to varying degrees of success. I jump onto my bed and lean against the wall, while pulling my own laptop onto my lap. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna unwind for a bit. You can keep doing what you're doing. Oh, okay. He turns back around and faces his computer. From this angle, I'm able to see pretty much everything he does on it. He seems aware of the fact and manages to close the window he had open without giving me a chance to see what it was. Instead, he opens up a new one and loads up a video on YouTube. Alright, Zack. You can keep your secrets. I do something similar on my computer, but instead of pulling up a video, I pull up a stream by one of my favorite streamers. You know, this is the first time we've been together in the room at this time. He looks over his shoulder at me. Didn't we say we were going to get dinner together one of these nights? Oh, yeah, we did. I smile at him. Why don't we do that tonight, huh? Huh? Sure. That sounds good to me. Bingo. Zack's walls are nothing compared to the unrivaled wrecking ball that is my charm. Perfect. How does 7:30 sound to you? He nods his head. I like it. It's a plan, then. Zack and I walk into the cafeteria together, holding our trays of food. I felt like having some good old-fashioned burgers and fries for dinner. As for Zack, he's got a box of chicken strips and mozzarella sticks. Where do you want to sit? Anywhere's fine, I guess. Anywhere. I figured he'd want to be in a corner hiding in the shadows or something. Well, let's see what seats are open. Okay. I lead us down an aisle to the far side of the chamber, looking out towards the center. As expected, the place is packed with students. Wow. Seeing everyone gathered here right now really puts it into perspective just how diverse a group we are. So many people of various walks of life, backgrounds, ethnicities, species. It's simultaneously welcoming and overwhelming. I wish I could... Ah! Zack lets out an audible gasp behind me. Oh, what's wrong? I turn around right as he's disappearing behind a pillar to hide. Look over there. A finger points out from behind it. On the other side of the aisle sits none other than a couple of familiar faces. It's Sam and that other guy. You mean Chris? I hold back a chuckle. The two seem to be deep in conversation, or at least deep enough to not notice their mentees hiding behind a pillar. Make some room for me, dude. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm willing to put up with a hyperactive Aussie tonight. Zack peers around the corner of the pillar. Not a fan of your mentor, huh? No words. Just silence. That other guy's my mentor, too. I had a feeling he was. Really? Excuse me, My ears perk up when I hear a voice coming from behind us. A mouse girl looks up at us from her seat at the table. I'm not comfortable with you guys standing so close. Sorry, we'll get out of your way. Zack quickly slips out from behind the pillar, over to the next one down the line. Preferring not to get noticed by Chris, I follow suit. After several more pillars, we finally find a nice spot behind one that is just hidden enough from the mentors for us to relax comfortably. How about here? Yeah, that's perfect. He responds without looking at me. instead keeping an eye on the two mentors just on the other side of the pillar. Huh. Didn't realize we got that close to him. Well, if Zack is comfortable with this, I guess I don't mind. We take our seats and start digging into our food. Compared to his earlier enthusiasm, Zack now simply pokes at his food. Something wrong? It's hard to explain. I look up at him in confusion. If you got something on your mind, I'm all ears. Have you ever had a feeling that... He trails off for a moment, and I lean in to hear better. Never mind. It's stupid. Huh? Don't worry about it. I sit there, dumbfounded, staring at the hooded dragon. Do you not trust me? Instead of answering, he takes a bite out of his chicken strip. Peh. Guess that's a no. What a shame. Thought I was actually getting somewhere. He's such a strange dude sometimes. I pop a couple fries in my mouth and peer around the pillar to see what Chris is up to. And the weather was perfect today. Caught a few waves while I had the chance. How exciting! I always wanted to learn how to surf. I could teach you. For a price. I don't really have the money right now. There you guys are! A booming voice calls out from up the aisle. Blake, you made it! A tall bull terrier pulls up a chair and sits next to the two. He seems familiar to me, but I can't explain why. Way to keep us waiting, jerk. What happened to 8 o'clock sharp? I ran into one of my students on the way here. Couldn't get rid of him. He's such a chatterbox. So what you're saying, it wasn't your girlfriend holding you up? Shut up. He waves a hand towards Sam in embarrassment. I didn't leave you hanging that long, right? Nah, you're right, mate. So, what's this all about? Alright, down to business then. You already know this, Sam, but I don't think Chris does. Huh? Don't freak out, but Russell came back. He didn't drop out. Ugh. This is about him. Oh, jeez. I'm not sure if I... Tough luck, bud. You're involved in this just as much as we are. I can't believe it came back. I hope he wasn't expecting us to forget. Man, pricks like him don't change. They think the world owes them everything because they came from money. The terrier folds his arms and looks up at the ceiling. They'll take, and they'll take, even without consent. Chris fidgets in his seat. Who knows? What if he actually has changed? Oh, you're gonna sympathize with a rapist now, Chris. My blood runs cold instantly. Did I just hear that? No, of course not. I would never. Just maybe. Maybe what, huh? Russell ruined Katie's life. I guarantee it. Tell me why we should stand for his presence on this campus again. Hold on. You already knew he was back, didn't you? Yeah. Blake leans in closer to Chris. What did he tell you? What are you talking about? You're a terrible liar, Chris. Where is he? I don't know. He just showed up in my lab one day and... And what? He's practically towering over the poor shepherd. He's trying to take one of my mentees away. Motherfucker. He can't do that. We got him kicked out of the mentorship program. I know, but... That's it. I can't take this anymore. We've got to get rid of him for good. Agreed. The two of them stare down at Chris. So, he's trying to take one of yours, huh? How's that supposed to work? He's joining our lab sessions to keep an eye on him. Perfect. That's all I need to know. What are you gonna do? Nothing right now. We've got some planning to do, though. Indeed. If that monster is invading your lab session, then we can use that to our advantage. You don't have to do anything. I've got this covered. No offense, dude, but you couldn't cover anything if your life depended on it. You expect us to believe you can handle Russell Lyons on your own? You're the guy who jumped at his own shadow during last year's Halloween party. You remembered that? Oh yeah, that was hilarious. Sam's right, man. You're too soft. Russell will pop you like a pimple. Trust me. I used to be his best friend. I know how he works. Alright. This has been productive. Thanks for the information, Chris. I'll be in touch with both of you. I'll keep an eye out for the bastard. Chris, I expect you to help me out. Help me plan this out. Okay. Christ, I can't believe what I'm hearing. What the hell is going on? Is it really true? Is Russell a rapist? I turn my attention back to Zack when I hear him slam a fist down on the table. What happened? He stares down at the phone in his hand, not saying a word. When I look back around the pillar, I see the three mentors have already left the table. Zack? He takes a deep breath before finally responding. Ben, there was another murder today. He starts handing me his phone. At 5 p.m. I carefully take it out of his hands and examine what's on screen. An old man was found dead today. His body completely drained of blood and collected in nearby jars. Oh, God. The body was discovered by his employees behind his store in a shopping center in Santa Lucia. Zack. Uh-huh. They're here. They're in Santa Lucia. After puking my guts out for the past half hour, finally stand up and flush the toilet. Oh, my throat's on fire. My muscles ache. My stomach's ripping itself to shreds. I feel like absolute shit this morning. I'll leave the stall and head around the corner with my shower supplies. Hopefully this is all in my head, and a nice warm shower will fix me right up. With my body washed and my teeth brushed, I returned to my room with a towel wrapped around my waist. So much for the healing properties of a morning shower. That's the last time I listened to one of those health guru hacks. You don't look so good. Zack sits at his desk, packing his backpack for today's classes. I take a deep breath in front of my nose. Did I read that right? Just want to make sure. I take a deep breath in front of... oh, I don't know why I thought front. It was from, so take a deep breath in from my nose. Ah, which sucks a whole bunch of mucus down my throat. I'm fine. Just some morning sickness is all. My voice barely manages to scratch out a response. Oh. A wave of pain emanates from my stomach, causing aches in all of my joints simultaneously. In my peripheral vision, I can tell Zack hasn't stopped watching me. I become slightly self-conscious of the fact I'm wearing nothing under this towel between pain waves. Without taking the time to think about it, I bend over to stick my toiletry basket in its usual spot behind my desk. Oh, shit. Panic sets in when I realize what's making its way up my esophagus. Ben! I start frantically searching for something, anything to use. Oh shit. I reach under my bed and pull out one of the bags from Sunday when Russell bought my books. As I open the bag to hold my quickly arriving puke, I'm vaguely aware that my towel wrap has become undone. Sorry I had to see that. Don't worry about it. After helping me slip on an old pair of pajama bottoms, the dragon assists me in getting into my bed. What an embarrassing way to get exposed. I wrap myself in my blanket to help alleviate the chills. I think you should stay home today. I'm not that sick, really. I've always hated skipping class. The constant guilt I feel usually eats me alive. I'll be ready to go in a minute. And risk infecting everyone? Well, he got me there. Typical. The med student is lecturing me on health shit. I had my flu shots earlier this year, but who knows how many people didn't. Do you really want to get people sick because of your pride? I take a deep breath and pull my blanket tighter. No. Then stay here. I'll tell Dr. Shannon you're sick. Okay, thanks. You know, it kind of reminds me of Jess like this. Good. I'm glad. He heads back to his desk to continue packing. I wince slightly when I remember Karina texted me, and I said I'd be there. The stutter. I should inform her about the change of plans. Unfortunately, the phone is sitting on the opposite side of my desk. Zack? Yeah? Could you do me a favor? Sure. The phone's on the desk. I can't reach it. I need to tell Karina that I'm not walking to class with her. Here you go. He hands it to me and gets back to work. Sorry I can't make it. Got sick. I type out a message knowing full well she's gonna pester me about it later. With a reluctant sigh, I let my head relax on the pillow. God, I hope this is just a 24-hour flu. Probably caught it on Wednesday when I was doing whatever the hell I did that night. This sucks. See you later, Ben. Bye, Zack. He waves at me before leaving the room. Ugh, I'm already bored. Not wanting to lose my mind, I sit up and grab my laptop from the edge of the desk, then lay back down with it on my chest. Might as well find a way to pass the time. I shuffle out of the bathroom, once again puking my guts out. Man, who the hell catches the flu in summer? This guy, apparently. As I head back into the room, I catch a glimpse of the time on Zack's digital clock. Huh. Looks like fresh sem should be over by now. I think about Nate and how I'm missing literature class. I hate being sick. I make my way back to my bed. It's hard to tell if I'm hungry or if it's just the pain, if it's the stomach pain. I know I left some chips in my drawer, but it's probably not a good idea to eat anything right now. I'd rather not have to make another trip to the toilet again. I just wish I could sleep, though. The aching, it's so painful. A couple hours later, I hear some keys jingle out the door. I sit in bed with my back against the wall, laptop resting on the blanket in front of me. Hey! Zack enters the room, carrying a to-go box in my hands. Ugh, welcome back. I glance at the time on my screen real quick. Do you usually come back to the room for lunch? Yeah? He shuffles in place a bit. No worries. Now I know where to find you at this time. Here. I raise an eyebrow when he hands me the box. What's this for? I brought you something from the UC, just in case... Oh, wait, I don't know why I'm using, like, the sick voice. I brought you something from the UC, just in case you get hungry. Though, with your vomiting... I nod my head. Yeah, still feel like shit. I'm sorry. Don't be. It's not your fault. Oh, I managed to fend off another wave of pain. It's mine for being a dumbass. You can save it for later. No problem. It's a turkey sandwich. Whoa, how did you know what I like? Lucky guess. He sits down at his desk while smiling. Thanks, dude. No problem. I'll pay you back for it. Don't worry. I'm interrupted by the sound of my phone buzzing. I bet it's Karina checking in. Yo, kid, what's up? My good mood suddenly shifts to a strange sense of anxiety. I've been trying to forget about what I overheard the mentor say last night. But sitting here, staring at Russell's text, I'm forced to confront it. No flu is going to make me forget that easily. God. What the hell am I supposed to do? Do I pretend like I don't know that nothing ever happened? Do I ask him what's going on? He's been so good to me this week, it's hard to believe. What if he's trying to do something to me? A cold shiver runs down my spine. Well, I'm only given one option right now. I'm pretty sure, like, in future updates, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do, like, alternative, like, routes and stuff. Like, alternative choices and stuff. But it looks like right now we're kind of stuck on one path right now, so. No. That's information I shouldn't even have. Besides, what if they're lying? What if it's all one big misunderstanding? If I'm going to believe what anyone says on this, I need to learn both sides of the story. I can't just shove Russell away like that. Not after everything he's done for me. Caught the flu. Not going to class today. With a response typed and out of the way, I hit send. Why was that so hard to do? I stick my phone on top of my dresser, close enough for me to grab when he inevitably responds. When I return my attention to Zack, I see he's digging through a box of something in his closet. What are you doing? I was looking for some flu medicine. I could have sworn my mom packed me some in the survival kit she gave me. Survival kit? That's what she called it. That's kind of cute. Must be nice to have a mom that cares about you. Wonder what mine is up to. Oh. He holds up a bottle so the light shines on the fine print. This one expired a month ago. What are you trying to do? I was hoping to get you some medicine so you could feel better. I don't want to see you suffering. I mean, thanks, but you don't have to do this for me. You're already doing so much. I insist. I can just go down to the marketplace this afternoon and grab a bottle of flu medicine there. Nuh-uh. No way. I tweak my head to the side. After seeing what the school prescribed you a couple days ago, I don't trust what they have on their shelves. If anything, I'll head down to the supermarket right now and pick some up. Whoa, hold on a sec. I'm not that sick, okay? Besides, wouldn't that mean you're gonna miss fresh Sun Lab? I didn't show up to the last session. I don't think they'll notice. You what? Nothing. Man, I don't like this. You shouldn't be going through all this effort for me. Look, I can... You were saying? Ugh, fine. I ain't letting you go down there alone. I close my laptop and slip out of bed. No, don't even try. I start getting dressed, putting on yesterday's pants and shirt. If I can't talk you out of getting me medicine, then you can't talk me out of going with you to pick it up. It's only fair. But you'll spread... I'll be careful not to cough on anyone, okay? Okay. It's not very far, just a couple blocks north of campus. We should be back in a jiffy. Oh, alright. Sounds good to me. I finish getting dressed, making sure to take my wallet and phone with me before heading out the door with Zack. The two of us make our way towards the closest stairwell. Right as we're about to hit the steps, my phone starts blaring its ringtone. Zack looks at me from a couple stairs down. Pulling the phone out of my pocket, I check and see it's... Hey, what's up? Kid, what do you mean you're sick? I signal to Zack to keep walking. I follow closely behind him. What else could it possibly mean, dude? I came down with the flu this morning. Yeah. I can hear it in your voice. Sounds like sandpaper scratching against your larynx. Gee, thanks. I can hear the line break into laughter on the other end of the phone. Normally I'd play along with his antics, but right now, and after what I heard... Zack holds the door open for me as we exit out into the field. You have the medicine for that, right, kid? I have to stop for a second to deal with a coughing fit. Zack digs his hands further into his pockets. I'm actually heading out to get some right now. Russell pauses for a moment. You don't have any? No. My roommate and I are heading to the supermarket you mentioned to get some. Wait, you're gonna walk there? Kid, are you out of your mind? Zack looks at me with a puzzled look on his face. I wave a hand at him to signal that everything's fine. We'll be fine. It's only a couple of blocks, right? I just finished eating. Let me pick you up so I can drive you there. Seriously, I'll be fine. My stomach gurgles angrily. Oh shit. Ben! I ran over to the nearest bush and unleashed another load of stomach acid. Fuck me. Once I'm back on my feet, I hold the phone up to my ear again. That's it. I'm not gonna let you walk there. You're gonna kill yourself. But... Meet me in your dormitory parking lot. I'll see you in a few minutes. Before I have a chance to respond, the call ends. I shove the phone back in my pocket and address Zack. Okay, so... A friend of mine is gonna pick me up. I hope this is gonna turn out okay. Zack and I stand on the sidewalk behind the dorm building. I never really bothered to walk back here, but there's a surprisingly large amount of space for student parking. I tried to reassure the dragon I'd be fine, but he insisted on waiting with me. It's weird. He wanted to do this since he's always on edge when it comes to meeting new people. Honestly, I'm kind of on edge right now too. I don't know how much I can trust Russell anymore. Soon enough, a car pulls up in front of us and a young lion wearing a beanie steps out. Yo, Ben! He leans against the side of his car and folds his arms. Let's get you some medicine, aight? Zack and I step forward. Thanks for this, Russell. Is this your roommate? Yeah. Russell! What happens next leaves me with my jaw hanging. Whoa! What? It's good to see you. My eyes meet with Russell's. He looks just as shocked as I am. Zack holds Russell in an embrace, almost as if he's greeting someone he's known for years. It's, good to see you too. Who are you? Just as quickly as he initiated it, Zack ends the hug. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I guess I thought you were someone else. He backs away and holds his tail in front of him. It's all good, kid. The lion sticks a hand out to the dragon. It's funny. You managed to guess my name right. The name's Russell Lyons. I'm Zack. Zack Harris. He meekly grabs the lion's hand and shakes it. What the hell just happened? You two know each other? Nope. Haven't seen this guy before in my life. Still, it's nice not having scorn thrown my way every now and then. I look at Zack, who seems completely embarrassed about what just happened. Zack? It's nothing. I messed up. Don't worry about it. Okay, then. Chalk that up as another one of Zack's weird quirks. Man, Ben, you're not kidding. You look like a train wreck. Very reassuring, Russell. He puts a hand up and smiles. Never said I had a filter, dude. Anyway, let's get going. He opens the passenger's door to his car. Right. Thanks. It's okay if I come, too? For the second time in a few minutes, I look at the dragon in shock. Sure, I don't see why not. Doesn't make sense to leave you out in the cold if you want to buy stuff at the supermarket as well. Thanks, I appreciate it. Is everything okay, Zack? You're acting kind of weird. I'm fine, Ben. Just want to make sure you get the right medicine. Okay. The lion opens the back door for the dragon to climb in. When he looks back at me, he gives a shrug. If I didn't know any better, I'd say the guy has a crush on you. Russell! Shut up, it's not like that. Let's get going. And try not to throw up before we get there. We arrive at the supermarket about 10 minutes later. It took Russell a while to find a parking spot, though. We ended up having to park near the back because, as he put it, some old fleabag cunt swooped in and stole a spot. As we're walking into the store, I notice he's still grumbling to himself about it. Bitch better watch her back. Instead of shying away from him like I expected, Zack chuckles at Russell's frustration. You know, you wouldn't do anything to her. I know, but still. Can't a guy vent for a bit? Not everyone does it so loud, man. I notice I'm keeping a larger distance between myself and Russell than usual. Not much further into the store, we encounter a large line of people blocking passage to another side of them. Looks like they're queued up for the only checkout line open. What's wrong, kid? Nothing. When I turn to address Russell, I notice he's talking to Zack instead. Guess he calls everyone younger than him a kid. Zack stands a few steps behind us, looking at the line. I just need a breather. I don't handle crowds well. Relax, they're not gonna hurt you. You just need to... Whoa, dude, aim that mouth somewhere else. People might think you're sick or something. Wouldn't want to start a pandemic with your mutant disease, would you? Shut up. I managed to get his attention back, but why'd I do that in the first place? Excuse me? We turn around when we hear someone call out to us. Yes, sir? What's up? Russell's the first to greet the worker who approaches us. Your friend's gonna have to take off the hood. Store policy. Sorry. Huh? I don't make the rules. If you don't, then I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. For some reason, this seems to bother Zack a lot. No problem. We can do that. Have a good day. Thank you for your cooperation. Just like that, what I assume was the manager walks off towards another part of the store. Jeez, what a dick. What was that you said about venting? Don't point out my hypocrisies. No worries. I agree with you. What a smarmy little rat. Casual speciesism now? Russell, are we sure you weren't the dick all along? Well, that would definitely explain a lot of things. Man, I'm a literal dumpster fire. Both face Zack, and see he's practically trembling. What's the matter, Zack? I don't want to remove your hood. I look at the dragon confused. It's not that big a deal, is it? Now that I think about it. I haven't seen him without it, have I? Look, I'll join you. I took my beanie off. I don't know why that asshole singled you out. It's not like my hat's any less suspicious. I'm sorry. I watch as he takes off towards the restroom. Zack, wait. The hell? Should have expected this. What's going on with him? He's got really bad social anxiety, I think. Well, that's cute. I'll go get him. Be right back. before I even take 2 steps, my phone starts ringing. Huh? I pull it out and check the time. Chris? I stare at the name for a second, wondering why he could be calling. Then I realize what time it is. Hello? Ben! Oh, I'm glad you picked up. Where are you? You're late for lab. Oh, Russell stands beside me, probably eavesdropping. I can't really do much about that right now. I, kinda caught the flu this morning. I'm at the supermarket with Russell picking up medicine. Oh no, that's awful. I'm sorry to hear that, Ben. Wait, did you say Russell's with you? Yeah, why? I, sorta needed him here today. Give me the phone for a sec, kid. Huh? Hey, give it back! Hiya, Chrissy Poo. I had a feeling you'd miss me. Try as I might, I can't hear anything since he's holding it tight to his ear. Don't worry about Ben. I've got this covered. Here you go. Without hearing the rest of what Chris has to say, he hands me back my phone. Sorry, Chris. It's fine, mate. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to mark an absence for you, Ben. Yeah, that's what I figured. Can't really be helped. I'd rather not get everyone sick. I appreciate that. I'll leave you with a couple reminders since Karina said you missed lecture too. We have the cervix project tomorrow and attendance is mandatory. Alright, fair enough. I should be over this by then. We're meeting in the dorm parking lot around 6:30 a.m. to catch our bus. Shit. That's super early. It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. Anyway, I'll email you the rest of the details. Thanks. See you tomorrow, Ben. See you. I hang up the call and stuff the phone in my pocket. Service project, right? Yeah. Have fun with that, kid. Hope you like pulling weeds and picking up trash for a whole day. Sounds exciting. There's one positive thing about me not being in the mentorship program anymore, is that I don't have to do that. You're really selling me on it. You know that? Was counting on it. Yeah, was counting on it. Yeah. I continue heading for the bathroom to check on Zack. I think he's probably had enough to cool down by now. Time to cool off by now. Be right back. Night. I push open the door to the men's bathroom and step inside. The dragon stands in front of the sink, looking at himself in the mirror. He takes a deep breath and slowly exhales. Zack? He closes his eyes for a moment, then repeats the breathing motion. Ben. He doesn't turn away from the mirror. I step further into the bathroom. At least no one else in here. At least there's no one else in here. Are you okay? I don't know. He shakes his head under his hood. This is the first time that's ever happened. I come here all the time with my parents. And I've always worn my hood. But not to mention the crowd of people out there. What's wrong with taking your hood off? He pauses for what feels like hours. Only seconds pass. Let me show you. He carefully removes his hood, giving me the first glimpse I've ever had at what's underneath. I look at him, confused at what could possibly be the problem. I don't understand. You don't see it? They're hideous. hate these things. His expression stays the same, even though his voice quivers. Why? I think your fins look cool, dude. No response. I've been bullied my whole life over them. Water dragons like me are really rare. Oh, you're a water dragon? That's awesome. I try to lighten the mood a bit. Does that mean you can, like, hold your breath underwater forever? It doesn't work like that, Ben. Oh, sorry. Stupid. Why would you say something's that idiotic, Ben? My shoulders slump. Move over to the sink next to him and look into the mirror myself. I know it's not the same, but I think I can sympathize with you on the bullying. Take a deep breath, Ben. I've dealt with a lot of it in high school. When people found out about my sexuality, the dragon looks at me through the mirror. The teasing, the jeering, the physical assaults. It's not easy getting picked on for being different. I didn't realize you were gay. Yeah. I let out a sigh. Most people don't know unless I tell them or word gets out, I guess. You're the only person at USL who knows besides Karina. Shit, I didn't mean to make this all about me. It's okay. You don't have a problem with, that. Even now, it's still kind of hard to be open to myself about it. He shakes his head. No, of course not. A brief smile flashes on his face. Why did I say my? His face. I appreciate you trusting me enough to tell me, Ben. It's nothing, really. I just figured maybe it'd help. It does. I step away from the sink and start heading for the door, feeling the clamminess of my skin start to dissipate. God, I just came out again. Twice in less than a week. At least these have been on my own terms. You ready to go, Zack? I'll be right out. Alright. I'll meet you outside. And I'm going to end it off here for today. Oh my gosh. A lot of crazy development happening. Okay, so yeah, we got a lot. And I probably need a little bit to process this. Oh man. So yeah, we got some developments on Russell and Zack. And I'm really, oh god, this is going to be interesting, especially the Russell situation. And the fact that the mentors are really trying to get him out of this college. And we don't know if what they're saying is the truth or not. So this is going to be interesting. Ooh. Alright, so next time, guys, we're going to continue September 7th. And we're going to see what's going to happen with the Russell situation. And see if we can grow a bit more into friendship with Zack as well. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.